Okay, I've got 2 nice coats of the scorch marker, and it's not a paid endorsement or anything. I just think it's the coolest thing because once this all dries, take about, I don't know, 15 minutes to a half hour, depending on how long you want to wait. I'll peel off this stencil here, the blue part, and then I'll take it out to the garage and I'll take my hot gun and I will just go back and forth over it, and the whole picture will just pop out and it just looks so cool. I just love how it works, and it's so easy, and it makes wood burning just a really easy thing to do then, and it expands your ability of craftiness when you have a Cricut. So I cut out the stencil earlier on my Cricut, did all my weeding, transferred it over to the board, and then put on my scorch marker, and now I'll let this dry for about a half hour. In the meantime, I'm going to run up and figure out what to make for supper tonight, and when it's dry I will peel this all off and I'll meet you again in the garage with the heat gun and we'll see how it turns out. Thanks for watching. Okay, so like I said before, I cut out my stencil on my Cricut, and I did take sandpaper over the top of the cutting board before I put the stencil on, and then I put on the chemical that will make it burn once we use the heat gun. So now we need to take off this stencil, and unfortunately it's a little hard to reuse it, so we're just going to rip. One-handed crafting is not fun, but it's not stopping me. And if anybody asks, gravity is why my arm is in a sling. Hello, Miss Ziva. Ziva does not like to be in the basement, but when I'm home alone, she gets bored upstairs, so then she comes down for a little bit just to see what's going on. Alright, almost done here. The little ones I'll get with my pick. See? Don't come off very easy. I must have gotten them on good this time. Last time they just kind of peeled right off. Stubborn. I will finish this quickly, but I don't want to bore you all. But I don't know if you can see, but you can see the outline of where the scorch marker was. Everywhere that's grayish looking, it's all with the scorch marker chemical left. So give me about 5 more minutes and I will take this out to the garage. Okay, we came back out to the garage now. I didn't want to risk melting my cutting boards or my cutting mats down in my sewing room, so let's try out this new heat gun. Start out on low first. We'll move it to high. I don't know about you all, but I'm very impatient on things. There we go. Our old heat gun blew hotter on one side than it did on the other, so I got a new one. This one actually has more of a pointed tip you can put on it, which makes it easier to direct where you want the heat to go. And that way it doesn't scorch the wood where you don't want scorches at. There, now it's getting nice and hot. Did one before with the old heat gun, and it turned out okay. It just looked very scorched in places it shouldn't have been scorched at because of how uneven it was heating. So I found this one for a decent price and it seems to be working really nice. So again, I get no paid endorsements for these, so just want to make sure everybody knows that I'm doing this for fun and having fun doing it. And there's my shark popping out. I don't know if y'all can see that. I got one side of him out. There goes his mouth. I just think it's so cool how it just jumps out. Little chemical reaction to the heat. Almost like the lemon juice with a hairdryer to make invisible ink. Or to make invisible ink show up. A little technical difficulty with the extension cord, the breaker switch. I'm not sure what you call it, but it keeps tripping, so you get the gist of the idea here. Unfortunately, it's backwards to you guys, but once I get that figured out and have it finished, I will show you the final product after I put the sealer on it so that it's usable for food. But I think it's pretty cool how this all just pops out for you. Thanks for watching.